Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. So welcome back to Siddhi Sai Junior College online classes. Okay. So we are at the third chapter. So I hope you enjoyed the holidays. So next this Sunday there will be grand test. That means what are the syllabus so far covered through the online classes. So on that syllabus there will be exam on Sunday. You will write both main exam and as well as advanced exam. Okay. So of course you might have prepared very well in these holidays. So and these 2 days we'll give the we will send the lectures also. Just listen and write the notes. Okay, and prepare for the exam on Sunday. Okay. So we're discussing the carbonyl compounds. So already completed preparation methods and chemical properties. Some of the chemical properties we have completed. So up to Beckmann rearrangement, chemical properties are completed. And next, there are some more reactions, reduction reactions, oxidation reactions, and condensation reactions. Okay, these are the very important reactions. So already we completed reduction reactions in second chapter, that is alcohols preparation methods. That means carbonyl compounds and reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, and some more reagents, diborane and catalytic hydrogenation, dibol H. All those reduction reactions we completed in alcohols preparation methods. And next, some more reduction reactions are there. Of course, we are also familiar with these reduction reactions, but here need to be discussed in detail. Okay, so here the first one is Clemmensen reduction. Okay, Clemmensen reduction, and second one Wolff-Kishner reduction. Clemmensen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction, and third one Mozingo reduction. Okay, Mozingo reduction, and fourth one reduction with HA and red phosphorus. Okay, HA and red phosphorus. So here in this case, Clemmensen reduction, it takes place in acid medium, and Wolff-Kishner reduction takes place in basic medium. Okay, Clemmensen reduction in acidic medium and Wolff-Kishner reduction in basic medium. So a Clemmensen reduction is also known as acid medium reduction. Okay, this is the acid medium reduction reaction, and this one basic medium reduction reaction. Okay, next. So already completed at the acetals application, that is a Mozingo reduction. Already you are familiar with this red phosphorus and H. So in this Clemmensen reduction, this carbonyl group is converted into this carbonyl group on treating with amalgamated zinc and concentrated HCl, that CO converted to CH2. That CH2 is known as a methylene. The CH2 is known as a methylene group. Okay, carbonyl group is converted to methylene group. Okay. Now this basic medium reduction, that is the Wolff-Kishner reduction, reactants are same and product is also same, but reagents are different. Okay, hydrazine and KOH. The KOH is a base, that's why it is a basic medium reduction reaction. At high temperature, nearly 125 degrees centigrade, that group is also converted to CH2. Okay, so it is the acid medium reduction, it is a basic medium reduction. Clemmensen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction. Okay, so now here Mozingo reduction. The Mozingo reduction is this carbonyl group on treating with thioglycol, just a loss of water molecule. So sulfur, this is cyclic thioketal, cyclic thioketal. This thioketal on reduction with H2 nickel, on reduction with H2 nickel, we will get same alkane. The finally that CO group is converted to CH2 in this reaction also. Okay, all these reactions the same. The starting reactant and final product is same, but your way of reaction is different. That means your reagents are different. Okay, for suppose here red phosphorus and HI. Now this one. Also here also same. The CO group is converted to CH2. Okay, here red phosphorus and HI. CO group is converted to CH2. Okay, so these are the reduction reactions. Here complete reduction takes place because that CO converted to CH2. But in case of the lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride reduction reactions, that CO group is converted to alcohol. That means carbonyl compounds to alcohol with the lithium aluminum hydride and the sodium borohydride like this. Okay, but in this case here complete reduction. Okay, still there is a oxygen. Here there is no oxygen. Here complete removal of oxygen. So it is a complete reduction reaction. And here in this case, of course, we can say here is a partial reduction reaction. In this reactions, carbonyl compounds are converted to just alcohols by treating with lithium aluminum hydride and sodium borohydride. Okay, so write down. So just wait. For suppose here CH3 C double bond OH acetaldehyde. For suppose zinc mercury and concentrated HCl. This is converted to ethane CH3 and CH3. The CO group is converted to CH2. The CH2 and the hydrogen, that means here CH3. For suppose this this is a acetone and treating with N2H4 KOH at 125 degrees centigrade, that is converted to propane. So generally here in this reaction, this propane first of all is reacted with hydrazine. Okay, you are familiar with this reaction at the ammonia and its derivatives. So we'll get the addition elimination product, that is a hydrazone. This is a hydrazine. This is a hydrazine. This is hydrazone. So now this one on treating with KOH at a high temperature converted to alkane. Okay, the mechanism I am not discussing. So mechanism not is necessary. You can write the product directly. Okay, so that's it. Write down. Okay, so here are some more reactions here. For suppose here this butanol. Okay, this butanol on reduction gives a butane. Okay, this CO becomes a CH2 and totally this hydrogen and this is converted to CH3. And in this case CO converted to CH2, butane. That means here it is a 2-butanone and this is a butanol. So whatever the reactant but product is same, N-butane. Okay, that's it. So next here, that means here for the preparation of the N-butane there are the two possibilities. Either we can take butanol or 2-butanol. Next here HI red phosphorus. This HI red phosphorus, that CO again converted to CH. Okay, that's it. So this is actually camphor. The camphor on reduction gives this compound. Okay, hydrocarbon, camphane. Okay, so these are some examples. For suppose here there are some limitations for the Wolff-Kishner reduction and Clemmensen reduction. Okay, there are limitations. So we'll discuss the limitations of Wolff-Kishner reduction and Clemmensen reduction. Here Clemmensen reduction is not suitable for the compounds reduction which contains acid sensitive groups. Okay, first write this one. Okay, next limitations. Clemmensen reduction is not suitable. Clemmensen reduction is not suitable for the reduction of carbonyl compounds, for the reduction of carbonyl compounds, for the reduction of carbonyl compounds which contain acid sensitive groups, which contain acid sensitive groups, which contain acid sensitive groups, which contain acid sensitive groups. Wolff-Kishner reduction is not suitable. Wolff-Kishner reduction is not suitable. Wolff-Kishner reduction is not suitable for the reduction of carbonyl compounds. For the reduction of carbonyl compounds. For the reduction of carbonyl compounds. Which contain base sensitive groups. Which contain base sensitive groups. Which contain base sensitive groups. అంటే బేసిక్ మీడియం కి ఎఫెక్ట్ అయ్యే కాంపౌండ్స్ కి అలాగే ఎసిడిక్ మీడియం కి ఎఫెక్ట్ అయ్యే కాంపౌండ్స్. ఓకే, okay, first limitation, for suppose it is a previous mains question. A keto group, here there is a OH. Okay, so here this compound must be reduced without affecting of this OH. For suppose I am treating a zinc mercury HCl. Here that CO group is reduced, but here additional reaction takes place, that OH replaced by the Cl. Okay, for suppose this one I am treating with N2H4 KOH, Wolff-Kishner reduction, that OH is not affected, that CO group is affected. So for the reduction of this compound without affecting this OH, your Wolff-Kishner reduction is a better method, because generally alcohols on reaction with HCl, you will get the alkyl chloride. Okay, this reaction also takes place. Okay, and the second limitation, for suppose double bond O, this is a bromine. This compound on reduction with zinc mercury HCl. Here bromine is not affected, the CO group is converted to CH2. Okay, CO group is converted to CH2. Now this reactant in Wolff-Kishner reduction, the CO group is converted to CH2. Additionally, elimination takes place, because that alkyl halides, okay, alkyl halides on heating with KOH, which reaction takes place? Elimination reaction takes place. So loss of HBr, that produces CH2 double bond CH2. So it is a base sensitive group, and this reaction is carried out at a high temperature. Generally high temperature favors elimination reaction. Okay, high temperature favors elimination reaction. So here for the reduction of this compound without affecting this carbon bromine bond, here Clemmensen reduction is a suitable method. Okay, that is the second one. Or suppose here similar reaction, the previous question, this is in national exam. So this one I am treating with N2H4 KOH at a high temperature, that CO is converted to CH2, and then elimination of this HBr takes place. So that is the product. Okay, CO converted to CH2 and elimination. So these are the two limitation reactions. And one more limitation, for suppose this is a benzene ring, this one contains NO2 and this one contains COCH. This one on treating with zinc mercury concentrated HCl, that CO group is converted to CH2,
and additionally that NO2 is also reduced to NH2. NO2 is reduced to NH2. Okay, because generally we know this one, nitro compounds on treating with zinc or tin or iron on the presence of HCl, that is converted to NH2. So here in this case, the availability of the same reagents, HCl and zinc. So this NO is also reduced to the NH2. Okay, additionally CO converted to CH2. But now this compound in Wolff-Kishner reduction, NTH4 KOH heating, that NO2 remains same, it is not affected, but CO is converted to CH2. Okay, so there is a limitations. And we meaning it in general for the reduction of the compounds here either Clemmensen reduction or either Wolff-Kishner reduction is suitable. Okay, so that is the main point of these reactions. Okay, write down. Okay, so one more limitation. So this compound contains aldehyde group as well as a quaternary ammonium ion. Okay, the nitrogen is attached to the 4 alkyl groups, so it is a quaternary ammonium ion. So for the reduction of this compound without affecting of this quaternary ammonium group, Clemmensen reduction is suitable. Okay, Clemmensen reduction is suitable. That means here for suppose COH, that means CH3. So here CH2, CH2, NCH3 thrice plus. Okay. So now in this case, in case of the Wolff-Kishner reduction, here this base OH minus, that base OH minus remove the proton from this carbon. Okay, remove the proton from this carbon, and then leaving of this group NCH3 thrice, and here hydrogen. So there is a formation of the double bond. So it is converted to CH3 and CH double bond CH2 plus NCH3 and CH3, and this is CH. That means it is a leaving group. Okay, in this elimination reaction, it is acting as a leaving group like Cl, Br, iodine. Okay, hydrogen, and this is the leaving. So here generally it is a good leaving group because after leaving out it becomes a neutral molecule. Initially it is an ionic species, but in this case after elimination of that group that becomes a neutral. So here that is a good leaving group. So here elimination reaction takes place in basic medium. Okay. So it is another limitation reaction. Okay. So write down this. Okay. So these are the reduction reactions, and next oxidation reactions. So in oxidation reactions, already we completed oxidation with mild oxidizing agents and strong oxidizing agents like KMnO4, okay, acidified potassium dichromate, concentrated HNO3, mild oxidizing agents PCC, PDC, Jones oxidation, like that. Okay, you can refer those reactions again. So here some more oxidation reactions are here. First oxidation reaction is Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction. Okay, Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction. Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction. In this Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction, ketones are converted to esters. Okay, conversion of ketones into esters on treating with peracid. On treating with peracid. That means here peracid means you know that metachloroperbenzoic acid, okay, peracetic acid, trifluoroperastic acid, like this. Here peracid means we can take the peracetic acid, trifluoroperastic acid, or MCPBA, metachloroperbenzoic acid. C double bond O, H, this one, metachloroperbenzoic acid. So ketones on treating with peracid, those are converted to esters. Okay. So in this reaction, there is a insertion of oxygen takes place. Insertion of oxygen between the carbonyl group and alkyl group. Okay. There is the insertion of oxygen between the carbonyl group and one alkyl group. So here, this reaction takes place, that means mechanism of this reaction. So here alkyl group, this is the peracid. For suppose I am taking peracetic acid, okay, peracetic acid this is. So here, this lone pair of electrons are involved in conjugation with this U. So these are the less nucleophilic. Okay, this oxygen is a less nucleophilic. But here, these lone pair of electrons are not involved in conjugation. So here, this oxygen ready to donate lone pair of electrons to the carbon. Okay. So in this case, RCO minus, here R O H, here plus, oxygen C double bond O R. Okay, na? So this oxygen is bonding with carbon. Now here the proton transfer takes place. So here OH or oxygen C double bond O CH3 and this is CH. Okay. Now here generally there is a peroxy bond. This peroxy bond is a weaker bond. Okay. So breaking of this peroxy bond takes place because this is a good leaving group. Okay. So what is the leaving group here? O minus C double bond O CH. Okay. There is a good leaving group. Acetate ion. It is stabilized by the resonance. Okay. By the breaking of this oxygen bond, this oxygen carries a positive charge. This oxygen carries a negative charge. Okay. So here this oxygen becomes a electron deficient. Okay. This oxygen becomes electron deficient and immediately this alkyl group R minus is migrated towards O plus. Okay. In this reaction, the migration of alkyl group towards electron deficient oxygen plus, that means here RCOH, this one carries a positive charge and this one oxygen and alkyl group. Okay. It is a migrated alkyl group. Whatever the alkyl group is migrated, that is bonding with the oxygen. Okay. So here this oxygen from the peracid. In the peracid, this oxygen from the OH. Okay. So next here, this lone pair of electrons form a pi bond and loss of H plus. So here in this case, RC double bond O R plus this acetate ion accept the proton. So CH3 C double bond OH. Acetic acid is one of the side product. Okay. So in this case here ketones are converted to esters. First of all, that peracid combines with carbonyl compound. Okay. So in this case here the proton transfer takes place. The main key step is the migration of alkyl group and leaving of this acetate ion. By the leaving of this acetate ion, this oxygen becomes electron deficient. Then this alkyl group is migrated. That means here this alkyl group is migrating with a pair of electrons. That R minus is bonding with O plus. Okay, this one becomes a O minus. Of course, it is a good leaving group because it is stabilized by the resonance. Okay, alkyl group is migrated to the oxygen. So here in this case, this carbon becomes a electron deficient. So here after leaving of this group, this one becomes a O plus. After migration, this carbon becomes a plus. So C plus and O plus comparatively C plus is more stable. That's why this alkyl group is migrated to the electron deficient oxygen. Okay. Then here reformation of the pi bond and loss of H plus. This H plus is removed by the acetate ion. So that is converted to acetic acid and ketone is converted to ester. This is the reaction. And the main key step of this reaction is RDS, that is migration of alkyl. Migration of alkyl. So here finally here one point you have to know, the oxygen insertion takes place in this case between carbonyl group and migrated alkyl group. Okay? ఏ ఆల్కైల్ గ్రూప్ మైగ్రేట్ అవుతుందో దానికి అడ్జసెంట్ పొజిషన్ లో ఆక్సిజన్ వస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హియర్ CH3C double bond O, this one is a ethyl. On treating with peracid for suppose MCPBA, product is CH3C double bond O, OC2H5. Okay, OC2H5. Because here methyl and ethyl, which is a better migrating group? Here ethyl is a better migrating group. So that's why oxygen insertion takes place. Okay, ethyl is a better migrating group, so that's why insertion takes place. For suppose here CH3C double bond O, here PH, phenyl and methyl. So this one I'm treating with for suppose peracetic acid, OH, this one 18 I am taking. So CH3C double bond O, OPH, this is a 18. Okay, so this oxygen insertion takes place. The phenyl is a better migrating. So this oxygen insertion between the better migrating alkyl group and carbonyl group, very simple reaction, mechanism kuda avasam ledu, just migrating order anedi manam telusukunte saripodu. Okay, generally here we know that migrating order of the alkyl groups in we discussed in pinacol reaction, but for this reaction the migrating power of the alkyl groups is completely different. That is completely experimental observation. So I will give the migratory aptitude of the alkyl groups. Okay, see this one. So your migrating power of groups. Okay, migrating power of groups. So your H minus is better migrating. Next, tertiary alkyl, and next cyclohexyl, and approximately equals to secondary alkyl. Okay, cyclohexyl, secondary alkyl, and next benzyl phenyl. Next benzyl, next phenyl, and then cyclopropyl, and least methyl. Okay, it is a migratory adder of the alkyl groups. It is completely different from the pinacol rearrangement. Okay, so first here H minus, next tertiary alkyl, cyclohexyl, second alkyl, benzyl, phenyl, and cyclopropyl. For suppose here this is a benzyl group and CO, and this is the phenyl, which is a better migrating group. For suppose I am taking peracid MCPBA, here the benzyl and phenyl, which is better migrating group, here benzyl is the better migrating group, so that's why insertion of the oxygen takes place between this benzyl and carbonyl groups. So here we are getting the product like this here, COPH. Okay, that is ester. Now for suppose cyclohexyl and tertiary alkyl group, for suppose peracid, that is the carous acid H2SO5, parasulfuric acid. So insertion of oxygen between the tertiary butyl and carbonyl group, because tertiary alkyl group is a better migrating group. So in this reaction H is a better migrating than the remaining all groups. That means here aldehydes on reaction with MCPBA, any peracid, what is the product? Acid is the product, not acid, not ester, because insertion between hydrogen and carbonyl group, because hydrogen is the best migrating group. Okay, aldehydes gives only carboxylic acid, but here ketones gives esters. Just very simple, that insertion of the oxygen between the better migrating group and carbonyl group. It is a better that is a migratory aptitude of the different alkyl groups. Okay, so write down. Okay, so here some more examples. So in this case toluene group, the benzene attached to the methyl group, and phenyl. So between these two, which is a better migrating group? The phenyl group, which contains a strong electron donating group, so that is a methyl is a better migrating group. So insertion of the oxygen takes place here like this. That means here your phenyl and oxygen C double bond O, and this is the phenyl. In this case here OCH3 and NO2, which is a better migrating group? It is a better migrating group. So insertion of oxygen takes place between these two. Okay, write the product. And in this case here, there's a 5-membered ring, insertion of oxygen on either side, so that becomes double bond O, oxygen, and this is. Okay. Now in this case here secondary, it is a secondary, it is a tertiary. So insertion of oxygen between these two. Here configuration of this alkyl group is not changed. Oxygen and this one. Okay, just migration takes place, but here in the migration of alkyl group, your configuration is not changed. That is a fix. Just insertion of oxygen takes place. In this case, there is a methyl and there is a tertiary alkyl group. So here insertion of oxygen between bridged carbon and CO. Okay, this group is migrating group in this reaction. Now it is a diketone. In case of the diketone, anhydrides are formed. Insertion of oxygen between these two. Okay, because here either group is migrated, so we'll get the anhydride. Okay, next here, generally alkenes are treating with H2O2 in the presence of OH medium. It is a paracid, so that epoxidation takes place. Okay, alkenes on reaction with paracids will get the epoxide, cyclic ether. Already we completed this one. Okay, so in this case here, that peroxide in basic medium converted to O minus OH and then H2O. Okay, O minus OH. Okay, so for suppose in this reaction, this oxygen and here OH O minus. Okay, so here I am writing like this. O minus. So now here, just here by leaving of this OH minus, okay, by leaving of this OH minus, this oxygen becomes a neutral oxygen atom. Okay, because this oxygen loses electrons. Okay, this oxygen loses electrons. So here that atomic oxygen combines with cyclohexene, so we will get the cyclic ether. Okay, cyclic ether. For suppose this compound double bond O and this is the alkene. There is a ketone group and as well as double bond. So in this case here H2O2 and OH minus, for this compound epoxidation takes place. Okay, not Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction, just epoxidation takes place. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now and very simple reaction, oxidation with SeO2, oxidation with SeO2. So generally here the CH3C double bond OH, this one on treating with SeO2, it is converted to C double bond O, C double bond OH. Okay, adjacent alkyl group is converted to carbonyl group. For suppose acetone on treating with selenium dioxide, C double bond O, C double bond OH. Only one alkyl group is converted to carbonyl group. Okay, and next for suppose PHC double bond O CSC, acetophenone on treating with selenium dioxide, that is converted to CO and C double bond OH. Okay, or for suppose PH2CH2 double bond OH. This one also on treating with selenium dioxide produce a dicarbonyl compound. Okay, adjacent alkyl group is converted to ketone. Okay, for suppose this cyclohexanone. The cyclohexanone on treating with selenium dioxide, that adjacent alkyl group, that adjacent CH2 converted to CO. Okay, the adjacent CH2 converted to CO. It's completely opposite to the Clemmensen and Ulrich reaction. So just carbonyl compounds and treating with selenium dioxide, those are converted to dicarbonyl compounds. Adjacent alkyl group is converted to carbonyl group. Okay, so that is oxidation with selenium dioxide and as well as Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction. Okay, some more oxidation reactions are there, we'll discuss